Hey everyone and welcome. Let's talk about a revolution that's happening right now in Indian living rooms. You see, the biggest screen in your home, it's not just for old school TV anymore. It's become this incredibly dynamic, interactive space. We're diving deep into connected TV, or CTV, because trust me, by 2025, the entire advertising game is going to have a brand new rule book. So first things first, we got to wrap our heads around just how massive this change is. This isn't just, another channel popping up. We're literally watching a whole new prime time being born, one where you, the viewer, are in the driver's seat. The days of waiting for your favorite show to air at 8 p.m., yeah, they're fading fast, making way for the world of on-demand everything.
And this is the heart of it. Think about it like this. On one side, you've got old school linear TV. That's what we call the spray and pray method. You just throw an ad out there and cross your fingers, hoping the right people see it. But on the other side, you've got CTV. This is a whole different ballgame. It's about precision. It's about targeting with laser focus right down to the household. It's the difference between shouting into a megaphone in a crowded market versus having a one-on-one conversation.
Okay, so how big are we talking? Let's look at the numbers. By the end of 2025, India is projected to have 60 million connected TV households. 60 million. I mean, to put that into perspective, that's bigger than the entire population of countries like Italy or South Africa. This isn't some tiny niche group of people. No way. This is a full-blown mainstream movement.
And you know what they say, where the eyeballs go, the money flows. We're looking at a market that's expected to hit a jaw-dropping 2,500 crore rupees in 2025. Let that sink in. This isn't just a little trend, it's a massive shift in where marketing money is going. Brands are waking up and realizing they need to get in on this, and fast.
But look, it's not just about getting in front of a lot of people. It's about getting results. And here's the kicker. Because viewers on CTV have actively chosen what they're watching, they're way more engaged. This leads to ad completion rates of over 90%. And that engagement? It cashes out to a 23% better return on investment compared to old school TV. The data doesn't lie. It just works better.
All right, so if you're on board with why CTV is a big deal, the next logical question is, how do you actually do it? What are the tools in the toolbox? Let's open up the playbook and dive into the specific ad formats that are absolutely crushing it right now. First on our list is one of my personal favorites, just for its sheer simplicity and genius, the pause ad. Think about it. Someone hits pause to grab a drink, answer the phone, whatever, and boom, a clean, non-intrusive ad pops up. It's brilliant because the viewer chose to pause, so the ad feels like part of the experience, not an annoying interruption. And does it work? Oh yeah. The results are pretty staggering. We're seeing anywhere from a 20 to an 80% longer attention span with these ads. And this isn't just some lab experiment. Big-name brands like Mondelez and Saffola put this to the test on platforms like Hotstar. And guess what? They saw real, measurable, double-digit increases in how well people remembered their brand. That's huge.
Okay, so pause ads are great, but what happens when we go from passive viewing to active interaction? Well, the next wave of ad formats does just that, and it can add an average of 71 extra seconds of engagement time. 71 seconds! That's an eternity in advertising. So how does that work? It all starts with things like QR codes and shoppable overlays. Suddenly, your TV screen isn't just a screen anymore, it's an interactive storefront. You see something you like in an ad, you pull out your phone, scan the code, and you're instantly on a product page ready to browse or even buy. It just completely closes that gap between, oh, that's cool, and I'm buying it.
And the best part? People actually want this. Over 60% of viewers say they are totally open to buying stuff directly through their TV. This isn't some futuristic idea. Kia proved it. They ran QR code ads during the IPL and saw a massive jump in test drive bookings. It's direct, you can measure it, and it gets people to do stuff. Simple as that.
Now, what if you need to go big? Like really big? That's where full-screen mastheads come in. I want you to picture this as the giant, can't-miss-it digital billboard right on the front page of apps like YouTube, Hotstar, or JioCinema. It's the very first thing people see when they open the app. If you have a huge launch or a big announcement, this is how you guarantee everyone sees it.
And now we get to the really cool, cutting-edge stuff. We're talking about interactive ads, where you can use your remote to vote in a poll or browse a gallery.
And even crazier, AI-driven ads that literally change themselves based on who's watching, what time it is, or even what the weather is like outside. This is where advertising stops being an ad and starts being a personalized experience.
Okay, deep breath. We've seen all the cool tools in the playbook, but having a bunch of shiny tools doesn't mean you know how to build the house, right? So now, let's put it all together. Let's actually map out what a smart, winning campaign journey looks like for 2025.
The secret sauce here is building a full funnel strategy. It's about using the right tool for the right job at the right time. So you start at the top, right, with awareness. You use those big splashy mastheads to get your name out there. Then you move to capturing attention. This is where those clever pause ads and interactive ads come in to pull people closer. Once you've got their attention, it's time for conversion. You serve them a QR code overlay to make buying super easy. But you don't stop there. You work on retention with things like mid-roll ads for your existing fans. And the whole time, the most critical part, you're constantly optimizing. You're tracking everything, making sure every single piece of that funnel is working as hard as it can. It's the entire customer journey managed on the biggest screen in the house.
Okay, I know this all sounds amazing, and the opportunity is absolutely massive. But let's be real for a second. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. We need to be smart about this and talk about some of the challenges and potential pitfalls you need to watch out for. The big one, the elephant in the room, is ad fraud. Get this, some studies show that around 41% of the ad space out there can be murky. It lacks transparency. That means your ads might be running on some sketchy platform, or worse, not even being seen by a real person. This is why it is absolutely critical to work with partners you trust, partners who are verified, so you know your money isn't just vanishing into thin air. And here's another huge piece of the puzzle: context. It's just common sense, right? The data backs it up. 64% of people remember an ad better when it actually fits with what they're watching. An ad for a cold drink during a nail-biting cricket match? Perfect sense. An ad for a new car during a sad movie scene? Maybe not so much. Context is and always will be king.
All right, so to wrap things up, let's look to the future a little bit. Because if you think things are moving fast now, just wait. The innovation in this space is happening at lightning speed. So what's next on the big screen? I see three huge trends on the horizon. First, something called cross-screen harmonization. Basically, creating smooth campaigns that follow you from your TV right over to your phone. Second, generative AI is going to start creating super personalized ads on the fly. And third, contextual targeting is about to get way smarter, being able to understand the actual mood or feeling of a scene and placing an ad that matches it. Wild, right?
So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Here it is. In 2025, just being on CTV isn't enough. It's not about just showing up. Success means being memorable, it means measurable, and most of all, it means being meaningful. And that leaves us with one last really important question to ask yourself. Your audience, they've already made the move to connected TV. They're already there. The only question is, has your strategy,